Then we're going to come to the top lip. We're going to do 3 movements down that top lip area. We're then going to turn the nose to the side, and you're going to do your own circle movements all the way into those lips and fangs. Remember to be respect the nose as well. And then we're going to come back down to the chin again, and this time our movements are going to go out on the chin, and then we're going to come inwards on the cheeks. Then we're going to repeat steps 1, which is the forehead, steps 2 on the other side. Do rubbing out movements if required. So you're going to have a look at the skin, and you're going to see if there's any areas that you need to do a little bit of extra work with. And all you're going to do is go back and forth like an eraser, okay, for 2 to 3 seconds times 3. If you don't feel as though they need anything extra, then don't do it. And I'm just going to show you how you do it. Back and forth, 2 to 3 seconds times 3. Okay, so that could be on finalising wrinkles, any dry areas, any way you feel that the pigmentation feels as though it could do with a little bit more work. It then says change to a fine tip, that you're on a fine tip already, and make sure that your speed setting is at 25, because we're going to work on the neck area and we're going to work around on the eye area. So we're going to do the neck area first of all. So we're going to turn the head to the side. Okay, I know you can't see this particularly well, but what you're going to do is you're going to have your hand and you're going to go across all the way around that decollete when you're using this. What you don't want is this to get caught on the skin. So you stretch as you go round. You're going to start on the neck first of all. Again, we're going to stretch. Okay, I'm going to move my hand just so you can see, but what you're going to do is you're going to go up the neck one side first of all. Okay, I'm going to stretch so you might not be able to see it correctly. Then we're going to do exactly the same now, but on the opposite side. And we're then going to do the same side of that neck. This time our arrows are going slightly out at a diagonal. We're then going to work around the eye area. We're going to do 3 movements inwards under the eyes. Because Shirley has no semi-permanent makeup, we can go through the brows 3 times. once you've finished that, you're going to use your tip remover. So the tip remover is going to remove that tip, and then that tip is going to go straight into the trash. Then you're going to put your massage tip on so it's ready. Okay, we don't need it, just have it ready. And then you're going to take 2 pieces of damp cotton pads and you're just going to wipe over that skin. So the next thing on your step-by-step would be all of those gliding Golgi movements and all of those quick stroke movements. Okay, you'll be doing that this afternoon. I'm not going to be doing that today. So we're going to go straight onto the wrinkle cones. Okay. So I know with Shirley's concerns is normally fine lines and wrinkles, so I'm going to be using a red constant light. And we'll take the Ovis machine so you can have it again. And this time we're working with our wrinkle cone, okay, over here. So I'm going to select colour constant as my red light. I'm going to use my amino onto the areas of concern, and this way it enables me to get to the highest current. So I've got my amino, okay, I'm going to use quite a thick layer on the areas of concern. So we're going to be working on fine lines and wrinkles. So remember, this has a plumping effect to it. So it will help plump out fine lines and wrinkles.
This one is aminocrystal.
Now, because I've got my amino on, that means that I can go to my highest setting. So I'm going to go to stretch marks, and I'm going to go to 1.6. You're then going to set into the fine lines and wrinkles for about 3 to 4 seconds. Again, place it onto the skin first of all, whichever direction that fine line and wrinkle is in. So place it on, foot goes down onto the pedal, and you're going to hold for 3 to 4 seconds. And you can do a minimum of 5 on that area. Now, if you don't have the aminopeptide, you have to build your client's tolerance up from the lowest, which is 0.2, to the highest current. But if you have your amino there, just place the amino on, and it enables you to get to that highest setting, which is stretch marks 1.6. Okay, so the higher the setting of this, the better. I'm going to work on that area, any of that aminopeptide that's left, massage it in. If there was any redness after doing the pumping, what you could do is you could have your wrinkle comb again. You could have it onto a constant blue colour. Okay, and if there's any redness, you're going to use your blue light to hover over the area just to take all of that redness down. So I'm going to come to my blue light. I'm going to make sure that I've got no current. Okay, so there should be no numbers in deep wrinkles or stretch marks. All that should be working is just the light, so no current, just the light to calm that skin down. You're then going to sweep or hover over the area just to take any redness down. Again, you would use that light until that redness has gone down.
Like that.
The next thing that we're going to go on to now is going to be circulation. So bring out your circulation diagram.
Strangulation.
I'm going to come to my circulation button on my machine. I'm going to select 30%. So this time when you're using your actuator, your nib now is facing up. Okay. There will be a thermal effect that your clients will feel, so lots of warmth on the skin. The movements that we're doing is lymphatic drainage. So we're going to start on the neck first of all. We're going to turn our client's head to the side. The movement, remember, is a pump and a glide movement. And again, once this is on, you won't be able to hear me. Slightly at a diagonal in the neck area. Out underneath the arm area. Circulation part. The next thing now is we're going to put on our hydro mask. Okay, so your mask will come into will be the top part and one will be the bottom part. Remember, inside this has got your hyaluronic acid, it's got your rose water, it's got your collagen, everything that that skin needs for hydration. Once you've opened both masks, have both trays by the side. And then make sure that you keep the serum that's inside the pack. Okay, so don't throw this away, you're going to need this serum. With your mask, the first one that you're going to use is the eye mask. Flip it over into your hand, let the mask fall out. You're then going to open up your mask. It's going to feel quite cold as you apply it. And then you're going to apply from the forehead all the way down, making sure that that mask is right up underneath the lashes, near the crow's feet, everywhere where our clients need to have that extra hydration. Second mask, the same, flip it over into your hand. And you're going to open the mask, and then this one is going to go top lip and bottom lip, and then make sure that it overlaps here. Okay, so you don't want to see any skin, make sure it overlaps. You're then going to take your serum, okay, not all of it, and you're going to pour some of that serum into your hands. It comes out pretty fast. You're going to apply that around the décolleté area and up the neck. So we're going to do our lymphatic drainage procedure first of all with our massage tip. Then we will go straight into your hydrotone procedure and we will change it back to microcurrent. So you now need to find your massage procedure, which looks like this. You find your massage procedure. Good. You're going to come back down to your machine. Okay, you're going to select your lights, you're going to go to speed. Okay, now I know Shirley likes quite a firm massage, so I'm going to go on to 75%. Your first movement that we're doing is that red movement, and it's working here. Again, I know it's not particularly clear on Shirley, but when you practice it later, it will be a little bit clearer for you. Your first movement, we're going to work on the entire décolleté area. So your movements are coming up to the centre point and coming out. From there, you're now going to come up into the neck area. You're going to follow those green arrows going out on one side of the neck. You're then going to do exactly the same on the other side. So draining movements out on the neck area. You're then going to come onto the mask. This time, what we're going to do is we're going to work on the chin area. Okay, you will sign that the mask will move, just remember to put it back again. So your movements now are going to go down on the chin, just one side of that face again. And then the movements are going out on the cheeks, towards the ears, towards the lymph nodes, so your brain movements all the way over the cheeks. And then you're going to start on the forehead and you're going to drain all the way down towards the temple. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So down on that chin. Out on those cheeks. And again down on the forehead towards the temple. Now, normally when you're doing this, with your lymphatic drainage procedure, you would do this movement for about 10 minutes. So it might mean that you do that whole area again. We're then going to go on to our hydrotone procedure. We're going to come back to the machine. So we're going to stop the machine. We're going to come to micro lift, which is what we did yesterday. We're going to come to 4 to 7, so face 4 to 7. And then we're going to go to negative feathering. So remember, you have 2 feathering buttons. One is positive and one is negative. Remember that you can always check at the bottom of the machine. Okay, to remind you which one's positive and which one's negative. And again on the screen, your first one is going to be your positive, your second one is going to be your negative. I'm also going to select my lights, and for your hydrotone procedure, it can be a constant blue light or it can be a constant red. Okay, so I'm going to go with my constant red light. Of course, I'm going to press start. And then we're going to follow that hydrotone procedure. Okay. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a little bit more serum. Okay, remember now we're going to be using microcurrent again. So we need to make sure it's conducting. So more of that serum, again around the décolleté area and right around the neck area. So the first movement again we're going to work on is going to be the décolleté area. Both of your hydrotone rollers this time are facing towards you. We're going to do that red movement or the red arrows on the décolleté. So we're going to drain up to the centre point and we're going to step our movement out. Drain back into that centre point, step out. So you're going to work across that whole décolleté area. from there, you're then going to work on the neck, and you're going to do your draining movements down either side of the neck, step, step the movement back. You're then going to change to your positive feather button, and you're going to do the same 2 movements again. Draining up to that centre point, step, step your movement back out again. Once you've done those 2 areas, you're going to come back to your machine again. But this time we're going to be working on the mask, so we need to have a higher setting. So we're going to go to stop the machine twice to cut the current. We're then going to change settings to face 8+. We're going to go back to negative feathering, press our start button, and then we're going to do those lymphatic drainage movements over that mask. Again, we're going to start with negative, and then we're going to finish with our positive. Nice, slow movements. The clients love this part of the treatment. So this time we're going to go down on that chin, step, step. We're then going to drain out on the cheeks, but make sure that your probes, as in your hydrotone rollers, do not come off that mask. They must stay on the mask. And then going to change to your positive feathering, and you're going to do exactly the same movements again. Again, if that mask starts to move, just bring it back up again. Once you've done that, you can remove the mask, and the best way to take the mask off is taking both pieces off together, putting it straight over, and then put it straight into the bin. Remember, it's only one use only mask. Any of that serum that's left, you're now going to massage it in. And obviously make sure that you put your sunblocks on as well.
Recording stopped.
What did you think of that treatment?